with a meetup because there were
We got a meetup.
issues with, yeah, well, help hosting it, but there were issues. I got to tell pretty much my whole repertoire of dad jokes. It was glorious.
It was a dad joke meetup. There should be
It
more
was
of
pretty
those.
much.
There should be
Yeah.
more of those.
Any
I,
case, welcome
welcome to the
to
stream to
another
Friday
edition of Bean.
streaming. Yes,
Friday
Friday
edition.
edition of Being Streaming. Friday morning edition of Being Streaming. Not sure which one is worse or which one is better. Monday morning or Friday mornings. Um, so
I don't know.
it really depends how you wake up, I guess. For me, it's fine, but I'm actually so. For me, the week went by so fast. It's ridiculous. I felt like, have we done this? Haven't we just done the bean streaming thing? I feel like it's Monday. Wow. Okay.
No, my week went Monday slow, Tuesday slowish, and now we're in Friday, and I'm behind with things. Yeah.
Oh, no, for
No,
me,
it's been a fun week.
was super fast. Yeah, super fun. Yeah, I had actually
Mm,
had two meetups. Two meetups this week. Was it
nice.
on Wednesday? Yes, I have two meetups in a row on Wednesday, and completely two different topics. One meetup was on the topic of AI and serverless, and the other meetup was on the topic of serverless. No, sorry, AI and machine learning and serverless. Yes, it's a morning. So one was completely machine learning, AI, services, all the stuff, and the one was just talking about serverless in general, or taking serverless to the next level. And I love that
Oh.
presentation. I'm not sure if it's a presentation made by Danilo Poccia, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of that presentation because it's not just technical. It
Oh, it
talks
tells you
about
the bits behind it. Yeah. Mm.
yes, so it's a very good. It talks about like team structures, the differences between a project and a product. So I am a big fan of that presentation. So I love
Mm.
delivering it, and I think it hits all different audiences. So that is very
No,
very good.
that is awesome. Apologies for looking down. I'm just quickly logging into my AWS account here, so we can
Yeah.
use
So
that.
so
And
today we're gonna, if you're joining us for the first time, this is a stream where we usually banter with some technology. We talk and we try to build something. Usually we build something big, something actual concrete, but we have opted to kind of avoid it this week because this week we're unable to broadcast to a wider audience. We can only broadcast on our own lonely YouTube and Twitch channels. So everybody who joined, thank you and welcome. And
Mhm.
today we're gonna most likely look at some things regarding CDK because both Cobus and myself are big fans of infrastructure as code, and I have a massive love for CDK, and Cobus has a massive love for Terraform. But you know, we're trying to change his mind.
Well, you're
Or
doing very badly given that I released 2 or 3 YouTube videos on Terraform this week, so you have
I
to try
know, but
harder.
that's still in the backlog. That's your old love for Terraform. So I'm just waiting for the CDK
Mm.
now. And last Monday, actually on Monday, we've played around with CDK for Python because a lot of people were asking, "Hey guys, yeah, you do a lot of TypeScript. That's fun, right? But why not Python?" Okay, why not? And yeah, we kind of went into Python a bit. We built something with Python, showed how easy it is to use Python as well on CDK. And today, um, we have discussed this shortly before this we started. Is like, how about we try something esoteric?
Hmm.
How about we try .NET for CDK? So we have never seen. I've not used .NET since 2007 when I was in high school, and nothing else. Oh, and Goran. Oh, hey, Goran.
Oh,
Hi. Goran is our
yeah.
data hero. Hi, Goran. Goran asks, can you try Java? That's going to be one of the things we're going to also attempt, but I think today we're going
All
to
right.
see if we can make .NET
We
work or
we
Java.
are open for easy. I mean, from my perspective, I used to be a Java and a C# developer, and then flipped between the two a couple of times. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to take on either. Um, why don't we do Java?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. All
Done.
right. Let's do
Thanks.
Java. Yeah. Goran
Yeah.
actually is our data hero. Goran is our data hero. He's coming from Serbia, and him and I did a 2-hour session on Java last week on my stream. So it was also, he's a very big Java advocate there. So yes, let's try Java.
Cool.
Let
Let
me
me
add
add
this
it to the
to,
screen. Oh,
there we go.
cool. I got a Cloud9. Oh, give me a second here.
Yeah, I need to zoom in a bit.
No, I don't need to zoom. I need to
Change resolution.
give me a second. Yeah, it's just that display needs to change displays because a 4K screen does not stream nicely.
Oh, okay. That's why I never stream
yeah.
from my 4K streams. 4K screens. That's something I completely
Okay.
avoid.
Let's see quickly. This now should reshape and size it. Okay, it's at
better
least
now. A little bit
better.
better.
A little bit, but we want it even better, don't we? Cool. That text seems very readable. A little bit bigger.
Also, by the way, some news today. There's a pull request that has been merged to JSII, or the engine behind CDK, right? The thing that generates code. Golang is now introduced into JSII, so JSII can produce Golang. So can use Golang to produce things. So very fun. So we can expect Golang support for CDK soon. Yay.
Soon. Sorry, I'm just trying to. There we go. There we go. What? Hey, wait. Why is it? Oh, my mouse wheel. I really need to replace this mouse. It's let me see if I can pull it. It's quite a nice one, looking one at least.
The Razer one.
It's a Razer, one of those MMO ones with all the buttons at the side. The only thing is that I bought this when I decided to finally try out World of Warcraft back in 2010. It was a great year, 2020.
I've never tried World of Warcraft. That's a game I completely skipped over. And like in my high school years, my friends were playing it. That was the thing. But I've never I've completely avoided that like the plague. I'm not saying it's bad. I just completely. Well, first of all, you had to pay like a monthly fee for it, and what? High school Darko had no money, so my friends played on like cracked servers, or how they called it. But still, I completely avoided it.
No, I also avoided it because I know my personality type would mean that I jump into it. But yeah, it was a fun year of not seeing anyone. Including my wife, and we live together.
Wow. Okay.
We both played. That's right. Cool.
Let's have a look at how does this work.
Yes, we've got Java. Cool, and we seem to be good. Cool.
So you need.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we need?
Being streaming CDK Java. Let's go in there. Cool.
Then if you go inside CDK init app, you can use a sample app.
Yeah. I just want to check something. Sorry, this machine feels sluggish.
Is it a new one?
Yeah, it's a brand new one.
Maybe it's just spinning up.
Just check my bandwidth. It's when these things just don't quite feel right.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. Here's my question about Java. Do you need to use a proper Java IDE for Java?
Well, let's see what Cloud9 does. I'm very curious. That's part of what I want to figure out today. Is like we go in completely unknown.
Because like,
actually,
I know like you can Python and Ruby and Golang, you can do them. You can use them wherever you want, right? But I'm not sure about Java here in this case. Denny says use Vim, of course. Vim is the best text editor out there, and I exclusively use Vim. But the only I think I once used what is it called, the JetBrains tool for Java.
IntelliJ.
IntelliJ, yes, I used IntelliJ once to showcase Java and the AWS toolkit. But before I've never used it before, so.
This is interesting. I'm definitely.
Hey,
sorry. Let me just apologies. Let me just quickly double check if I'm not exactly accidentally on the VPN. No, I'm not. It's very weird.
But are you accessing this through like your Synergy thing, or?
No, it's not Synergy. It's just the console is sluggish. So I will go CD enter. Wait. Go.
Oh, wow, that's very slow.
Yeah. So that's why. So the keystrokes aren't necessarily slow. That's why. So there's a Control C. So it's just a bit weird.
And there's no process killing it. Nothing.
Not that I know of. Let me actually just do one more thing.
Maybe because you're using the same browser as StreamYard?
No, but I mean, CPU is not high.
Okay.
CPU is fine. It's not that. No, we've done this before. I mean, let's just double check I did.
In Electron install IntelliJ. Well, is Cloud9 in Electron? I don't know.
I actually have no idea.
It's JavaScript based. I'm sure of it, but I'm not sure if it's Electron. But I have never had. I have not struggled with the what is it called? The Cloud9. Cloud9 worked pretty good for me. So.
Okay.
But this is really slow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it. I mean, I grew up in the modem era, so I'm used to that.
But okay, we're going to be using the text editor most of the time, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. We're not going to be using the console, unless we're just going to go do deploy some things.
Cool. And we want to say CDK init create
CDK init --language Java, or if you want to see a sample application out of the box, init using a T.
There we go. Think. Here we go.
Yeah, good.
Let's see what this looks like. This is the first part that I'm curious to see exactly what it drops in this. Ooh, Maven.
Yeah, you have to use Maven, yeah. Oh, there's a new version of CDK, buddy. Delete the project, create it again, install CDK. Cloud9 doesn't come with the latest versions of any plugin, mind you. So Cloud9 comes as a snapshot of different versions of plugins. So it's very important that you, if you're going to use Cloud9, especially a fresh new Cloud9 environment, to update both SAM, CDK, and even the AWS CLI. So.
What am I doing? Sorry.
And this is not on a Windows PC, right?
No, this is my MacBook. The same with Cloud9 yesterday, which is weird. Or the day before, at least.
Maybe we can just show local VS Code if you have VS Code set up.
No. Let's just try this again. Okay, so it's npm install -g
AWS CDK.
Yeah, like that. Let's get the latest.
I think you may need to do sudo, but
oh, of course.
But wait, yeah, you need the sudo.
Yeah. Oh, Dennis is or Denny 11111. Don't forget to read the change log.
Okay, no, actually, there's a okay. So you need to remove the symlink because it's not. You can actually do --force. Try --force.
But I can't do sudo --force because it doesn't have that.
No, not sudo, because this is installing your packages locally. So try to do just --force at the end.
Oh, at the end. Oh, can you do it after the package?
I don't know.
Okay. I would expect that to have to be a parameter before, but I sure hope you. Oh, I like these people. Okay, cool.
There we go.
Sweet. Cool. Let's do init. Why is there right click here?
Create a directory. Okay, you are. Okay, cool. Excellent.
One ahead of you. Ooh, Maven. Maven I found.
Yeah.
First step, we have to install Maven. Right, let's Google.
Sudo apt install Maven.
No.
Yes. Why?
Because usually the ones in the repos are the very old versions. So let's go look at the official install documentations. We mustn't be scared of reading docs. Oh, wow. Oh, this takes me back to my Ant days. Oh, this documentation. I'm not getting happy and excited.
Cobus, can you zoom in a bit? Thank you. Good.
Cool. Right. Published 2708. That sounds good.
It's not.
Sorry, this is very annoying. See, cool. No, it's not set. Okay, cool. So let us fix that first. Which Java are we dealing with? Error. Okay. Well, let's see what happens when we don't do it. I'm curious. Okay. I always love that. So distribute the archive. Where do we get the archive? Download. New tab. That's fine. Binary tar gzip. Copy link. Cool. Here we go. And get that one.
I started using Aria 2C as the download manager. It works better if you have if you want to download something really fast. It's also command line what is it? Download manager aria2c and just -x and then give it a number of threads and just.
Okay.
Also, I was very proud of my my CPU yesterday. I've compiled the Linux kernel, the WSL Windows Server, Windows subsystem for Linux kernel, in 1 minute with 32 threads.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember when I used to compile my Linux kernel on my Lenovo laptop, the old one. If I used to Gen 2, it took like an hour to compile the Linux kernel.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that.
Running the 2nd gen i5 or something like that. It's just horrible.
Oh yeah, what is the directory name? This is annoying. Source. Did we recreate our project already? Oh,
Yes,
okay, I'll have to do that again.
Yeah.
Okay, no, then I broke things already. Sorry, I was not paying attention. No, we don't want the. You know what? Let me just do this properly. Sorry, I am not paying attention, and I also need more coffee. Move Apache Maven to opt Maven. And yes, I might be giving away my age, the fact that I want to install things in opt. Cool. Let's just quickly be naughty. Maven, cool. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. tar dash extract zip verbose file Apache.
Which is the Java requirement for this one? Okay, it needs to use Java 8. Okay, so
okay.
That's one thing. So I mean, at least this is the thing when it comes to. So it's I'm looking at the documentation right now for CDK. Says if you're using IDE, make sure the project settings are set to use Java 8 1.8. So that's kind of the requirement here, I guess.
Yeah, we are using 1.8.
You need Maven. You need Maven 3.5 or later. So yeah,
we got 3.6. Yeah,
that's fine. You need Corretto or OpenJDK. That's fine. That's cool.
Okay, we need to add the okay, sorry, not some linked. Let's get an Apache bin. Sorry, that's not just me being very lazy. Grab that. Oh wow, highlighting doesn't work nicely. Here we go. Where's profile? This one, right? Next, where's that nice, lovely long path? It's the end. No. Oh well, there we go. Oh, sorry, this is very slow.
You need you need to have Maven installed before you actually even initialize the CDK application. So we will need to reinitialize it anyway.
That's fine
because it's running actually Maven package.
Cool.
I'm trying it out as well, Cobus.
So I see.
Just to answer a question here from the chat, Andre, we're actually struggling with Java. So with this, with our everlasting interest in CDK, Cobus has decided to do a very brave thing and tries to work with CDK with Java today. So we're currently trying to figure out how this works while Cloud9 being super slow. So for some reason,
yeah, that's all good. It just feels like the dollar days. This is C. Cool. Now we can do init. Right. Let's see if this works. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I just need to close the blinds. The sun is coming out.
So yeah, Andre, we're trying to do something with Java here. Again, Cobus is the bigger Java person here than me. I have never worked with Java, so Cobus is gonna try to lead it here. I also set up Java on my side just to see how this actually looks, and what are the things we need to modify here. So much
cool.
IRDs.
So quick side note, fun light I discovered back in my storeroom here at the back of the house that we got a while back, but I stole the plug. So I'm going to fix this for my backdrop. Cool. Okay. We have got our project up and running. Oh, now I need to do Hiya caramba to environment, because otherwise we can't see our file directory.
So there's actually two files that we need to worry about here, at least what I'm looking at right now. So CDK, not the target. You have to go src, main, Java.com, there's the stack and the app. So that's it. So the app is basically your entry point, the thing that actually creates your stacks. And the app is the thing that... Yay. Well,
So-
DeAndre, we have folks here in chat like Goran. He's a big Java person, so...
So if we had the rights to play music on the channel right now, we would be playing Celine Dion, because it's all coming back to me now.
Oh my god, XML.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Whoever thought XML is good.
Ah, you see. I can see how this is going to go. Okay. Now I'm starting to get... Wait, why am I hearing myself? Oh, give me a sec.
Okay.
My music is apparently playing in the background. I didn't even know, and I don't... Oh, no, not on hide.
Maybe the lady in tube heard Celine Dion and... By the way, do you have the lady in the tube at home?
The lady in the tube?
Yeah, the one you cannot say her name because she'll react and she'll talk to you.
Oh, she's not in the room. No.
Okay.
Sorry, this is going to distract me. I need to figure out why can't I mute myself. There we go. Oh, alrighty. Okay, now we're back in action. Sorry. I'm very distractible. Cool. Okay, so we've got an app. We're not going to call it CDK Stack. We're going to call it Bean Streaming. Cool. Absinthe. Cool.
I'm not sure if you can do it. Oh, you can do that. Okay, that's fine. That's just a thing you can't do that. That's okay.
Cool. Okay. Right, let's go. AWS CDK Java VPC. We obviously have to start off by creating a VPC.
Of course.
Oh. And
this is JavaScript. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. This really takes me back to the old days.
Yeah. So I guess you need to do like but do you have to I guess you don't have to install modules here. They just come naturally.
No. You still do. Package management in
How do you do that?
Is we will find out momentarily.
I know that you have to import them, right? You have to do imports like import software.amazon.aws.ec2 and then something, or just EC2.
Interfaces. Oh, wow. Okay.
All these things exist as well. So
let's cheat. Okay, Java VPC example, because I just want to see roughly what the syntax looks like.
Oh, there's a syntax on the documentation for like a bucket. It's basically bucket, new bucket, this, my bucket, and then everything else is basically just, instead of defining properties, you have a builder for properties. So
cool. Let's just double check in here.
Why is this?
Okay, this is what I expected. Cool. Yeah. So once again, I think those are interesting versions. We're gonna have to figure out how to install those.
You have to work with POM. Oh no.
POM is your. Yep. Remember when I said in the previous episode what exactly JavaScript is, and I think we should still have the banner over here. Yes, we do. There we go. Just remember this, folks. I was not joking. I was being dead serious. Cool. But I want to jump into the source. Cool. Boom.
Stack.
Hello Java app.
No. Stack.
Oh. Stack. Here we go. Cool.
There we go. It's just a single line. Again, everything else, but you just invoke the build. See.
Oh, the builder pattern. I see. We're gonna have to start talking about patterns over here.
What are they? But you need to define the dependency in POM, right?
This is part of what I want to do now. I want to quickly see what happens.
Would it work if you...
No. I'm not expecting it to work, but... even the super. I'm so... These are now fond memories. Okay, cool. So what I expect now is that it should tell us what happens. So CDK build. because I want to go through all the let's break it, even though what synth.
Ooh.
So like that, yeah, because I want to see it break.
I'm doing Java now, but do you have to do Maven build before?
No, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Cool. It is. Now you're getting an idea of how slow this is.
Wow.
You know, I'm just going to double check one more thing. Console. I just want to see, because in theory this is a T3, and I don't think we are having any CPU credit issues. So let's just confirm. Monitoring. What are you typing furiously, Darko? Are you trying to beat me to getting it up?
I'm trying to build this. Basically from new.
Okay.
VPC.
So credit count is going up. Okay. Do you rather want to do that than follow on the screen, or?
No. I'm just trying to figure out if this will work. And Goran, yeah, he hasn't added a module to POM. So I've done that myself right now. I figured out how to do that. But yeah, you have to do XML. I like so this is my complete lack of knowledge of Java. So no, Cobus, you just added to POM, right? So
yeah, no, I just want to double check if there's not a command line reference you can do, because normally you can do things like that. Wow, this.
Yeah. But it's
this is how we do it.
If you open POM and then basically just copy the dependency block, you don't have to worry about the versions in this case, because this is going to automatically take the latest CDK version. So just do that's it.
Cool. So let's double check again. Cool.
Let me just remove the banner because we don't see anything here.
Oh, sorry. Cool. Thanks. CDK synth. Let's just see. Sorry, I'm looking to the left of the other screen, which is real time. Compilation error.
Is this maybe a browser issue with your? Because this is definitely a rendering issue. This is not an instance issue. This is a rendering issue.
So I wonder. Give me a second quickly just to see my Chrome preferences. Maybe there's something with hardware acceleration. Hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to do it in Firefox.
But then I have to log in and everything again.
I'm happy to share my screen, but I'm not the Java person here.
No, it's all good. Cool. So let's see if we can see what the issue is in the stack. Because firstly, Cloud9 doesn't seem to give us any inline syntax over here. So let's have a look at what it says here with our friendly. Oh, you know what? You have to do Maven install. This is what does actually grab. Oh, it's a Maven build.
Oh, okay. I mean, Goran says Maven build, so
let's see what Maven install does.
Yeah, it installs all the things. CDK services
cool.
EC2. Let's see.
Maven build, yeah. So just Goran, just a fun one over here. Maven build is that back when I started my Java development, we didn't use Maven because it was considered too bleeding edge.
Really?
We were ant people.
Ant.
But in Java, I even used the.
So here's a question for the old folks. What did you do before package management? Like, would you like manually copy specific dependencies? I mean, okay, I'm not sure how old you are. Like, but I'm talking about let me download packages off the internet days, right? So.
You still had still had repositories where there were, but generally speaking, you would have actually downloaded the jar file and zipped it up as part of your project when you build it into your war or jar, and also a jar and a jar used to be a big issue. So let's quickly see why build doesn't work. Valid lifecycle goal. Available lifecycle phases are validate, initialize, generate sources, process sources. These don't seem like. This seems like general Maven stuff. It doesn't seem like it's reading the POM here. Let's just check. Oh, Maven compile. We forgot. It's Java. We have to compile. There we go. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We are getting Man, I'm literally getting goosebumps here when I see all of these syntax outputs, because this is like what I grew up on when I started working, like these kinds of outputs. Okay, cool. So what have we got? Compilation failure. Cannot find symbol variable name. My org. Okay, but we're on the right directory. That's usually because is it in here? Is it in here? Is it in a POM? Very certain we defined it in the POM. Yeah, we do have it over here. So
or CDK Java. What is it missing? So
something with the config, if I remember correctly, in our Java. This is always when you get a project up and running the first time, it says compile error, symbol variable parent, location, my org. Yep, Java Stack.
CDK
Cannot
Java
find symbol variable.
Oh, maybe because you changed the bean streaming thing.
Oh,
It's in the app thing. Yeah. So
oh yes.
yeah. I'm not sure, right? Maybe.
Let's just try that quickly. It's probably okay. Okay. It's a little bit more green. This look. No, not as good. Still same thing. Variable name. Where is it seeing this variable name? Let's see. CDK Java Stack, line 1515. Here, line 15. Parent name. Oh. That's why. Bean streaming. Let's call it that. I think it's that because we just had the plain name, which I think because I copy and pasted from the other sample. Yeah.
Am I winging it? Almost right answers. Thank you, Andre. Yeah, I'm completely winging this. I don't really know.
Oh. This. There we go. Sorry, that as well. Must already there's This is interesting. Man, I remember interview questions around how do the constructors work and how do you overload and overwrite constructors and all of the good old days.
I think this is just the fact that we're using a non-Java based IDE to do some Java stuff because yeah. Here's the thing, like I'm trying to do it on my end, like I'm running it right now, and I'm getting Maven errors that or it's missing a package. To get a package from Maven, it's just Maven build, right? Or Maven build.
Compile.
Compile. MVN compile.
Yeah.
Building. Missing. Package software.amazon AWS CDK it doesn't exist. Cannot find symbol VPC. See. But does it pull the package if I do
There we go.
compile?
Yes. So you just have to. Did you save your POM file? Cool. But we are building. Okay. So cool. We've got our VPC up. Huh. Okay. So let's quickly dig into this a little bit. Just see what we've got here. So this looks like builder pattern, static methods. Is there any way for us to dig into this? Oh, that's just CDK out.
So the documentation actually says there's a great example how you do this, how you can add more, the what are they called, the subnets and those kind of things. But yeah, I don't know how this actually works.
Okay, so let me quickly just check here before we go into the code some more. Is how can we run these tests? Because that'll be very interesting to see how this works. Let's see. CDK Java run tests. Let's see if there's some documentation. Oh, Maven test. Oh, okay, thank you. Because I want to see now how easy it is to get like basic infrastructure testing going with it. Okay, and it is doing some stuff. Let's see. It instantiates the stack as a test, synthesize the stack CloudFormation template, and compare against the checked-in JSON file. Oh, that does not sound fun. Is that this file? No. Sorry. The infinite view. I always forget that you can't command T. Yep. Okay, so our test is failing. Interesting. So we are testing it against testing. Let's see. I want to see. Here we go. There's actually a workshop on this. Nice.
No, this is only for. Oh, there is. Okay, there is. Okay.
Mhm.
But I'm not sure if there's a. No, I
just
don't
wanna
think there's,
jump to-
there's an example. Okay.
Let's see. I want to see the testing part. That's what I'm. Boom, boom, boom.
They will not be using it for the purposes of this thing. So
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, I know what we need to go extend. So everything was final. Interesting. Huh. Dot bold. Okay.
VPC build. Oh, sorry. Oops. I've tried to do JavaScript in my Java. So, Cobus, what's the relationship with JavaScript and Java? Are they the same languages?
They share 4 letters. JAVA.
I was once told by somebody that JavaScript is like a, it's a simpler version of Java. So,
Oh, hell no.
yeah.
Well, simple in the sense that you don't have types and you do have classes, but you don't have types. But
But at the same time, then you can say
Ooh.
Python is a simpler version of Java in the same sense.
Mhm.
I made it work. Oh my god.
What number of VPCs?
Ah,
How
yes.
can I have
So
too many?
you can have the limit is default is 20, I think, or 5, depending on which region you are in. So I've had to increase this a few times on my end.
Yeah, but that's now. What did I do? I can't remember. Why do I have so many VPCs?
It's all the streams we do, Cobus. It's all the streams we do. We just generate VPCs left and right.
My VPCs. Oh.
See, you
Yeah.
have 5 VPCs here. You would just need to do a different. You just need to do a different, either delete, yeah, or do a different
Yeah.
region.
Okay, I need to go clean up my account a little bit. Ay. Okay, well,
Gorane,
'Cause I won't
I
get
just
it
want to
lim-
tell you that I've made it work. I've coded Java. You can congratulate me now. With him and I were discussing last time on our stream that how I don't know Java at all, but I've written a single line of Java code now, and I've added a dependency to POM. So anybody who wishes
Wow.
can congratulate. So compile it to
What
native
can't-
using GraalVM. Yeah, this would make sense compiling it to GraalVM, right? But here's my question: does this actually produce a binary? Like, do you get a binary out of this when you use CDK with Java? That's kind of my
I don't
question
think
here.
so.
Huh? You don't think so? But so
I
when
don't
you
think so.
when you use Maven compile, do you get a jar file, or is that something?
Yeah, it depends how you configure it. Because it's a generic. So let's have a look quickly what our POM says. So we are calling it that build source
bytecode.
engine. Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, Java bytecode. Interesting. Sorry, I'm going to do one thing quickly and fire up the other environment because I think then I can delete it quickly. Cloud9. So this is now the fun of having multiple environments. I think we ran from here because I don't feel like doing things by hand now. Although, you know what? My brain, I really need more coffee, I think. Cloud formation. We can just nuke the stacks.
Yeah.
Pretend that we are in a futuristic sci-fi series on Netflix.
Nuke the stacks.
Yeah.
That's why you should use infrastructure as code.
Yeah, because you can just kill things easily
Cobus,
like this.
Your camera is jumping up and down.
Oh, apologies. Yes, this is. I need to remember. I'm still figuring out this new layout. I've moved everything around, and the boards on the floor go directly towards the camera, and I managed to position it exactly on the same 2 boards as my wheels for my chair. Okay, cool. We're deleting stuff.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think would be the benefit of using Java in CDK in this case? I mean, I know a single benefit, but I want to hear your thoughts on this case. In this case,
Well, obvious benefit, but which is the base benefit of CDK, is it's a programming language you are familiar with. I mean, for example, as a Java programmer, like I said, I haven't worked with Maven enough purely because the last time I did Java seriously, we didn't use Maven. But Maven would be normal for me then to just come and add in the dependencies over here.
Yep.
I'd know how to do that. I'd understand the structure. I'd know how to run the tests. I'd be familiar with Maven. So it's just, I only have to worry about how do I define my infrastructure.
Got it. Yep.
That's the one part of it. The second part is that, remember, it is a code, so you can do interesting things like do API calls and build some additional logic in should you want to. I've actually seen 1 or 2 people do that, where they go fetch information from a central server to define their stack or something. So
that's I mean, my point here is, like, if you come from a Java background, like, Goran here in chat, and you have experience with Java and doing stuff in Java, this would be just a second nature to you, right? So just to compile, do these things in a very easy way, right? So, but that's a general good practice from CDK. So I think it's very, very fun.
Cool. So let's see how far we are. Delete completed, delete in progress. Project distribution, CloudFront. Ooh, boy, that might take a while. ECR repo.
But you can just point it to a different region, Cobus. I mean, just.
I can. Okay, let me just double check. I think we should have the VPC deleted at least. VPCs. Yeah, but they should be very close to deleted. Okay. Let's just do that. Fine. Be that way. Fine. How do I do it in here in the base?
So there's a way to define environment variables. So my guess, and this is just a guess, would be that let me actually just open up an example of code I have. CD repos, screenshots like that.
It's not this.
Oh, I don't have an example here, but so in the app, you will also define a parameter. I have something with GitHub, but I did it in TypeScript, but it should be very similar because the syntax in general is similar. Serverless, yes.
Oh, something like that.
I have an example here in TypeScript that.
I wonder if I can enable Java in Cloud9.
There's Java. Oh, there's no. Okay.
So let's see something quick. Here's a fun bit now. The rendering's quick now.
There we go. What happened?
Nothing. I didn't change anything. CPU loads and things are still the same. Networking seems the same. Oh well. We'll leave that for next time then.
I sent you a link now. So how I did it in Java in TypeScript. Yeah, it's on GitHub. If you open it, it should be basically the same syntax here.
Cool. Let me just get.
So if you look at the thing, the first stack, right? The prod through doesn't matter, but env and then region that matters, right? So you can basically define. See, so how would that look in this Java case? I guess it would be very similar. Just this, and then you can do. I don't know. So there should be a way. I think
you can do anonymous props like that.
Can you?
You can do anonymous classes.
Just
I
remove
think
prod.
like this.
It would complain because it doesn't know what prod is. So
yeah, but this syntax is definitely not right.
Okay. Goran says no.
I have to. Yeah. He says, "Oh no."
Oh no. He can also write in the strange Cyrillic languages I can.
So let me have a look here. Let's just see. If only we had documentation that we looked at, eh? Oh, go away. Why do you default to Python?
Why do people use TypeScript? Because that's the default documentation you get to.
Okay. Right.
It should be, instead of services, it should be AWS CDK core, and then it should be stack. That's the, yeah. And you should have a stack here somewhere.
Stack properties. That sounds good. Yeah. There we go.
env.env. But it's not using a builder in this case. It's just using new
Yeah, but I just want to
CDK.
grab the code quickly. Oh, wow. Now that's not pretty.
Map of, wow.
Yes. Oh, okay. Aye. We are going to be changing stuff. Unchain my stuff. Not the right one. That one. Let's rip that out. We might as well do that to make it look pretty. Indent it properly. Get rid of that.
You don't need a build here, I guess, right?
You
You don't.
don't
No,
think.
you're not invoking a builder here. At least that's my thought on this. Okay.
And we are going to go EU.
Beast.
We're going to go going back west. Da 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 da. Today is a song day. Cool. Okay. Let's see. CDK deploy. First, interesting.
I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't
know.
Goran says, in real life, I would use a method to convert JSON to a map and always use JSON.
Okay. So interesting. It is complete. Oh, we probably have to import map.
Mm-hmm.
What
is map? Java utils map, maybe? I think map is a Java thing, right? Because I look at import Java utils array, I would assume that it's very similar to that.
Let's see. Let's see if Darko gets Java points.
I also code Java myself, you know.
No,
it doesn't. It doesn't find.
Okay. Cool.
It's
what
util.
Is...
Yeah, it's util. Java.util map.
But I might. We could always cheat.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you have to do?
Can you do it that way?
If it is, cannot find symbol interface Java util map. What?
Okay, maybe Goran, convert JSON.
No,
how would we do the JSON?
He creates a method for that.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be a bit more complex? Or maybe Cobus, your CloudFormation have deleted.
Wow, now you want to do the other way. I see how this works. Okay, no, it's all right.
This is putting you under pressure. This is putting you under pressure to see how you react under pressure, Cobus.
Ding, 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 diddle, ding, ding. That was the Vanilla Ice version, in case you're wondering. It wasn't Queen's version.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. You should know the difference.
Yes.
Oh, it's still deleting.
But your VPC should be gone, right? Even if it's
no, VPC Internet Gateway in progress. Bomb. Where is that thing now? Wait. Here we go. What have I got stuck in this VPC? This is obviously not me leaving some kind of resource there. No VPCs found. Oh, it's just CloudFormation that needs to catch up. Okay, cool.
So we have a couple of options.
Rewind.
We could use a second region. We can delete the VPC, or we can do something other than a VPC. But that's fine.
We can just do this Maven compile. There we go.
Yeah.
Today is not on the official AWS channel, so we have only got 3 people that we are entertaining, so that's all fine. Good. CDK deploy. Yes. Basically, what I mean by that is that we won't get into too much trouble for
we never
just messing around.
Trouble. We don't ever get into too much trouble. That's all fine.
So far.
Well, famous last words, right?
Cool.
Dodgy Mike says, I am entertained. That's what we're here.
Oh. So I got a message from a friend I used to work with like years ago, and he said, "Oh, I saw your face on YouTube. Why aren't you wearing a Viking hat?" So guess what I'm trying to shop for now?
There we go.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this is going. Let's see quickly. Viking hat. What have we got? Images. Okay, so this will have to be a dual order then because of that first image
Yeah.
that I saw here. I will have to get a blonde wig as well. Okay, future streaming. This could be quite fun. Wow. Okay. Enough of that. Let's see. Net gateways. Okay. So cool. So Goran, tell us some things that you normally have issues with in the CDK, because now it just boils down to, I think, starting to add resources. But I would love us to try and get to this point where we can actually test, because I would love to see what
I'm not
running
sure
a
how
test
that
looks
works.
like.
I see that it uses something else for testing, like what is it called? The JUnit. JUnit, if I've seen correctly in POM. If you go to POM, it says dependencies JUnit or JUnit. So I would say I would think that that is like a test thing. So a Maven tests, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm running Maven test right now, and I get an error that there are test failures. What is my test failure?
Well, let us see. CDK Java test.
Okay, because
Testing
well, so
constructs.
here's the thing: we have not written a test, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's also a thing. It's so I come from my testing in CDK was done in TypeScript, and TypeScript basically can use snapshot tests, and that can just work out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, what are we testing here, Cobus? Right? So if we go to tests, CDK Java test, app new app, CDK new app, it expects a stack that's called test. JSON node actual JSON value to 3, app synth get stack artifact, assert new object matter, blah, blah, blah. So okay, so you need to compare in with a JSON file, a checked in JSON file, but we don't have a checked in JSON file. So they're not doing testing at the workshop, Cobus. There's no tests at the workshop at all. So like there's no unit tests.
No, I hear you, but I can see testing constructs here for the TypeScript one. So I'm curious. I was just curious to just double check.
Because on TypeScript,
that's actually a little bit annoying.
Yeah, on TypeScript, it's very easy to do it because it's just assertion tests, and you can use the assertion library here. And I'm looking at the example here. The test example we have on Java, and it just says synthesize the stack to a CloudFormation template and compare against the checked-in JSON file. So basically, it does I guess something like a snapshot test or something similar like that.
I think you define, and that'll be the interesting one to see what it does. Let's just see if one of these Java Hello Worlds have got that, because like I said, that'll actually make it super interesting. Examples. Sync Q test. Okay, cool. We have got something here.
Okay, so there's you need to have stack. Okay, assert template. So you have to define an assert template. So here's the thing: you can do something like that. That's one test. So this is very similar to something like just uses. Basically, you can define you can remove this entire test here, but you define a specific resource to do. In this case, it's looking for SQSQ. Now, one of the things you can do here is I'll look at it and
so we've got an object mapper. Okay, I see the difference. Gotcha. Right.
So the thing you can do here is you can just set up a resource, and the name doesn't really matter, the type matters, right? So you can do AWS EC2 VPC and see if it works.
Let's take, where's our stack over here? Pop it over here so I can actually see what I'm doing. We call it VPC. Cool. So I want to see the test file. Let's see. But I will have to compile the test should. Woo! Now that's a lot of output. Cool. Let's see quickly.
No, because it shows you what is generated, what's currently running. So it shows you the actual JSON that it's being produced, right? So this is the one that's actually being created, and none of your tests matches this, right? There's no thing in your assertion template. You're not using a VPC, right? Are you using a VPC?
Yeah.
Okay. No, but in
Well,
the test, are you doing it in the test?
Oh, there we go. New VPC.
No. It's a stack. Sync queue in this case would be.
Why have I got the sync here?
So because you copy pasted the entire thing, so sync queue is basically a stack somewhere, right? But you don't have that stack. So looking at the example test here, see the sync queue is most likely a stack that's being created within this entire thing, right? This entire project.
Yeah, but this doesn't make sense to me because this test just validates that the fact that when I call new sync queue, it actually goes and creates a sync queue. It doesn't validate that sync queue actually exists inside my stack.
No. So so the new sync queue actually tests if there's so it creates a stack, right? And the stack is a sync queue, right? And the assert template here is basically it asserts if there's an SQSQ in that stack, right? But the sync queue is basically maybe something used within this entire project, right? Here, I would say that you create here something called a CDK Java Stack, right?
Yeah, but see, this in my instance, if I want to check if the VPC exists by that logic, I should be able to do this new VPC like that, and then run this Maven
because
test.
it doesn't create VPCs separately. That's the thing. CDK cannot create a single resource separately, so it needs to compile an entire template for you, right? It needs to create the entire template. So the way tests work on CDK, it generates a CloudFormation, it synthesizes a CloudFormation template, and then it runs tests against that CloudFormation template. So
that part I follow.
Okay.
My part that I'm not following is like what does line 20 do?
I don't know. It creates a stack, right? So the example code, the code that you get within your default initialization, it creates a stack. So it's called CDK Java Stack. Which is
okay, I got you.
Right?
Finally, I got you. Sync stack, sync queue. I thought it was literally like a SKS queue.
That's the name of the stack. That's the name of the stack. So in your case, it could be what is the name of your stack? CDK Java Stack. Yeah. So it should, yes, that's it.
Right. There we go. Okay, now I'm with you. Okay, cool. Okay, right. Now I'm with you. Sorry, I was just like, I thought it was we're creating like mock infrastructure to compare it to what we see in the stack or... Okay, cool. That's better.
It compiles it, right? So it creates CloudFormation, but yeah, so.
Oh, Java.
Yes.
Although, why does this feel wrong?
So the way we do it, the example, you can actually don't need 2 lines here. You can do Cobus. You can do so you can define an app. So you can do app equal app. Can I send you the snippet of the code?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm trying to know. My brain is now trying to think. It's been a while now. So Java is really failing me. Let's have a look.
Will Slack work? Will it work? No, come on.
Are you pasting?
I'm trying to paste it in Slack, but I'm logging from a different laptop where I have the code. So give me a second.
Okay, cool. No worries. Let me just have a look here quick. Examples. Stack is a new stack. It's a new queue.
Send it to you. So
cool.
So that's the default. See, that's
okay.
the default. That's the default one, and you can do it on that one. The only difference is instead of just loading JSON like this, you can just use the assert template. Maybe I'm not sure. Again, the code you're using here could be very old. So
yeah, and that's a bit of worry then, because it feels like
it still won't work, Cobus, because you are not creating a stack. So It's not just the app. There's the second line as well. CDK Java Stack, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to define a stack because you are not defining a stack at all here. The assert template expects a stack. On line 22, you're expecting a stack,
Yeah.
right? So you need to do CDK Java stack, right?
Okay, let's see. Let's paste this in. Okay, let's just close this one again for space.
No. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. You can remove those things. Actually, 22 and 23 lines you don't need them right now because you can just use your assert template and then just modify the CDK Java Stack to have uppercase J because you're using my version of the Java Stack. Uppercase J, yeah. Okay,
Cool.
And yeah, so
That should work. Okay.
That should work. It's still gonna fail because you have a bad test, right? But
that's fine. I want to see that.
Fine. Yeah,
that's the thing I want to see. Conf symbol method assert template. So I can't find assert template. Right.
So
why?
Look. Maybe you have not imported. So look at the import. Assert true. Assert equals.
Okay. Interesting. This is very interesting. Let's see what have they got. JUnit. Do we even have JUnit in here?
Yes,
yeah, we've got JUnit.
Line 10. Yeah.
So the reason why it's why I find it interesting is I would expect this, given that it's a generated example and it uses assert, to have been generated with the correct.
So the assert
values.
is not part of the generated. The example uses assert equals. The one from the one I sent you uses assert equals.
Okay.
But this is not the same thing. Cannot find assert template. Maybe you can just import assert template as well. So remember, you're pasting code from the internet, which you don't know if it works.
That's fine. Let's just quickly check. This is probably what the issue is. Here we go. Aze. That's why. Okay. Why is there a space there? Cool. Okay. Stack final URL. We're not importing URL. I saw that here as well. On the imports, there we go. Now we are finally getting something, and we probably need those as well. So we have some of them.
You have definitely not sold me on Java yet.
No. I mean, but remember, I think part of this is like, I'd love to do this, but with a proper ID in terms of that's Java enabled, because my Cloud9 environment does not know anything about Java at the moment. And I think that is part of the issue. Incompatible types. String can't be converted to url.net. Okay, now we are getting somewhere. So string, so we need to find the URL. So assert templates. Okay, overloaded methods. Yay. I copied the wrong one. Let's go down here. Static void URL. Here we go. I wonder if this, I'm assuming this is a thing in JavaScript as well. Cool, there we go. That'll do it.
Andre says on chat, like he saw us both in the Netflix movie Project Power. Okay, let me see what Project Power is.
Can't symbol stack. Right. Oh, here we go. So this is, yeah, no, that's fine.
You mean Tate Fletcher?
That's...
He's bald and bearded? Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. We all look the same. Compilation error. Woo. Okay, now we're getting a little bit better. No suitable and found assert method, CDK stack. We are passing, we're saying assert template. We're passing in stack. We're passing in a string. So let's remove this one just to make sure that there are no issues. Right. Now it's assert templates. I think there are JSON read tree. Oh, yeah. Okay. know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab all of these. Because, once again, we don't have all the code. There we go. I'm fairly certain that was it. Let's have a look.
Don't you have to compile this thing?
That would be interesting, but yes, but oh, never mind. Find. Oh, can you tell me what does it mean when you use the object modifier final, Darko?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. That feels like the very first interview in my life that I had.
What is the first interview question you ever had in a technical? I remember my first technical interview question. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to answer.
That was exactly what I had as well. The person was very into Gentoo.
Okay.
And at that point in time, I barely knew anything about Linux other than it was operating system. And then started just basically I started answering questions with, I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay.
And the person just kept going. And then obviously at the end, they said, thank you for coming, but no thanks. So I'm like, okay, well, that was useful. I didn't learn anything.
My first question was the first question I really didn't know how to answer. I remember it was back in 2007. Yeah, 7. I got interviewed for a job in a local computer shop / internet provider thing. And one of the questions they asked me, I didn't know how to answer it. They asked me, "What's a patch panel?" And I didn't know what a patch panel was. I literally what? What is a patch panel? Yeah, so. And
wow.
They didn't answer me. They didn't tell me, that's a patch panel. So
no, it's terrible when you do that, because I mean, basically, why did they get you to come in if they're going to be that difficult? Because they could see your experience. So in my case, here we go. We've got something happening. In my case, I specifically said I do not have any coding experience. This is literally for me to learn on the job. And yeah.
Good. So there are test failures. So your compiler actually finished, but there are test failures here. So
that's fine. This is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. So there we go.
You need to use an IDE next time.
Yeah, no, I will set that up. I was just using, like I said, I just hopped onto Cloud9. I want to see how good it is with Java. Cool. Here we go. So what we can actually do in our test then is to say under resources, there needs to be it's interesting that the hard code that value, because that definitely won't work. And it needs to be of type AWS EC2 VPC. Now, if this works, it should now pass. My next step would be to try and figure out how can we wildcard that ID. Why did I not find that?
No, I mean, ID doesn't really matter. I think ID is just randomly generated, so that's fine. Even on JavaScript, you do a randomly generated ID, right? So.
SSC now, okay, the SSC.
Yeah.
Why does it not like that? So it says something about, sorry, reference type VPC gateway properties, diddle internet gateway ref. Is it fail? Not equals. What did we miss? Let's just go to the top. Expected. But was. Oh, interesting. So. This is going to be very hard to test, because it's not checking whether or not this is a node inside the JSON. It's looking for that exact string.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's bad.
Yeah, because what you can see over here is if I pull out this resource over here, VPC, that's what we're looking for. But if I go here, we can see that it's type, and then we send a lot.
Okay, I get it. Because Okay, so it actually expects a VPC. You get a VPC with a lot of defaults. So in this case, this is the same way. Okay, I get it now. So because I've tested this before on SQS, and SQS comes with a very default set of properties that you don't even have to define. The thing it does right now is it actually expects a lot of defaults to come with it because it's not checking CDK, it's checking CloudFormation. So once you do this, it actually expects a lot of default things. So here's the way you can change it. If you go to your app code, or sorry, stack code, and instead of using VPC, use CFN VPC, CloudFormation VPC. This will create just a blank VPC, right?
Okay.
But you need to define a CIDR now, I think. Or do you? You don't have to. So, or do you? I'm not sure which is it required in CloudFormation. But
still, so I hear where you're going. I understand what the thing is, but this kind of means that I need to. What we're testing is exact matches, and that doesn't feel right.
That's how it does. I mean, that's how you do assertions. You exact matches. That's it, right? So.
No. Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase. Exact match the entire chunk that I created instead of exact matching a specific resource. So I would expect there to be a set of assertion tests here for, let's take the VPC. One test for the actual VPC, one test for the etc. etc. So that's what I'm expecting.
So that's the thing. I'm not sure. Like on JavaScript, you can do that, right? On JavaScript, the Jest, the AWS assertion framework, which exists, assertion library, which exists for JavaScript or TypeScript, actually has basically expects to have this, and that's it. So
cool.
That's how it works. Java, I guess, doesn't have a proper assertion library, and we're using just JUnit to do these things. So
JUnit is the assertion library.
Yeah, but like there's a CDK assertion library for TypeScript, actually, an exact CDK one. So. But again, I'm sure there's a way to make this work. Instead of just testing like this, you're using a private method here created, right? Assert template. I really don't know enough about this entire thing to see how does it exactly work. But I'm using my experience in CDK to kind of in JavaScript to comment on this, but not more than that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, what I would expect is instead of maybe doing assert equals, I would expect assert contains. The problem with that is you need to make the test quite smart then. The reason being is that, for example, let's say I just want to confirm that the VPC portion, as in the physical VPC resource of the entire, with all the internet gateways and things was created.
Right.
To be able to assert that, I need to do almost like a fuzzy match in the JSON to assert that.
I guess something like that. But so JavaScript, I'm looking at. I mean, there's an example on the documentation only for JavaScript, of course, but it's it uses basically.
Can you maybe pop it on the screen quickly?
Let me just.
Is that a hard question?
No. Let me just log into StreamYard.
Sorry, I'm very curious about this because bottom line is my feeling here is that yes, this does run as a test, but this is practically useless to me because what this does is it means that you need to generate a sample JSON that matches your entire stack in one go, and then and validate that entire thing. And also the fact that we've got this ID app here hard coded, that I'm not sure. I'm fairly certain that's going to differ between the different times you run it.
It's not. No, that's just a fact. That's okay because it's just like that, right? So.
Is it always just like that?
Yeah, even on JavaScript, you just do a random string there. It's fine. So, because you took the string from somebody else's code and it generated the exact same thing. If you look at your output, it basically has VPC 9 and B9, EVF, whatever, right? So, I'm not sure if it's completely random, but So let me actually show you my screen. Let me just pop it on this one. So this is the example of.
Can you make it a bit bigger?
Is it not large enough?
Sorry. It's let me get, Let me. Okay, I can read it here. Cool. No worries.
Okay. So here's how this looks, right? So if you create a test for JavaScript, so this is a test that says, hey, I wish to have a stack that has a specific resource parameter. You create a stack. You synthesize the stack here, right?
Yeah.
This is basically creating a new dead letter queue, basically that stack. And you expect a stack to have a resource, AWS SQS queue, and message retention period, right? That's it. And the above text example is basically the same, very similar, but with more specifics, right? It expects a stack to have CloudWatch alarm, this metric name, and also, see, this is also a random number something, right? It's like a get attribute from something, and that is. But again, this is how it works on TypeScript. So it always tests against CloudFormation. But,
No, that part is fine.
Yeah.
So this is how I would expect to test my infrastructure, because I can test, is that one queue over there? Is that one queue set with this?
Yeah.
So I have different tests like that where I poke at specific parts of the infrastructure, not like, because doing it all at once, that's...
Well, you can do all at once here as well. So you can do snapshot tests. So this is a snapshot test. A snapshot test, and compared to Java, actually creates a snapshot for you first time you run it. So when you run a test for the first time, if there's no snapshot, it generates a snapshot for you, and then it compares it against that. If you make a change to it, it rolls back and saying, hey, it doesn't work, right? So this is how we do.
You see the problem with that is that you should be able to write your tests before you run your code.
Okay,
or compile your
so
code.
that's the assertion test. There are two types of tests. There's snapshot tests and there's assertion tests. Snapshot tests are here a super simple test that say you cannot deviate from this configuration, right? So these are the things you must have included. If you want to do assertions, and this is where you do test-driven development, is when you do it like this, right? When you define tests first, you set your expectations, and then you write your code. So this would be the optimal way of doing it, right? Again, I'm sure there's a way to do this in Java, because this is just using the default Jest library, so Java, the JavaScript testing framework, and that's it. So it's not using anything CDK specific in this case. So how to do this in Java, I think there is a way, I guess, but I don't know how. So yeah, I guess that would be a kind of a similar approach. But at least this is how I talk about when I talk about JavaScript testing. CDK testing with JavaScript or TypeScript. So yeah. And unfortunately, this is the only example. I have not seen examples on Python, even though there are some tests in Python. So if I, let me just move my screen share and go here and stop screen share and share it again, like that, and move to this and add myself like that. If I would be going to, like, I don't know, CD repo, no, CD TMP, CDK, not Java, no, there's Python somewhere. Yeah, Python, this one. There's also, there's no tests here, right? Okay, so I'm wondering if there are tests somehow, CDK out, no, there are no tests here at all. So Python doesn't come with the tests by default. And if I go here, no. Java has it, right? Java comes with tests again by default, but how they work, I don't know. And look at this. I've set up IntelliJ. But yeah, how do I one thing I couldn't figure out on IntelliJ, how does one zoom on font here? I can't, Control plus doesn't work.
Oh no, IntelliJ has got a whole different set of key bindings. I'd be very curious to see if my muscle memory kicks in, because I couldn't tell you a single key binding now if I needed to.
How do you zoom in on text? Like the simplest thing. Can I increase the text size?
Come on, plus?
Nope. So
Control plus?
Well, Control plus. I don't have command. It's a Linux system.
Oh.
So I don't really know how to zoom on this thing.
Maybe under Window or View.
Window.
No, View.
View. Appearance. Zen full screen. View. Okay. Andre says View.
It's under View. Maybe enter Zen mode. I just want to see what that does.
Zen mode is basically it's something I really do appreciate. I wish more tool had this. Bam. You just code. Love this. Oh, I love this. No, I have a problem with focusing on things. So this is really good. But yeah. So it's on view, but I don't know how to zoom in. So I really don't know how. How does one increase the font here? I mean, maybe just increasing the font in general, but I think that would not be that wouldn't be too good. So if I go in file settings, is there like a key binding thing? A key map. Okay.
Oh, editor, one down. Could also top left search for font.
Mm-hmm. Decrease font size. So it's not set at all. So there's no key binding set at all. So increase font size. Can I do this?
Already assigned to.
To
Expand all main. That sounds fine.
Oh, okay. Can I just do this? No. Can I do Alt Shift? Okay.
Oh, come on, what mouse wheel? That's not a bad one.
I don't have a mouse wheel, so
Have you got a magic mouse?
I don't.
What are you using then? If you don't have a mouse wheel.
I have a touchpad.
Oh.
It's a laptop.
Oh, wait. There's I don't think it's a gesture. Can't you do one finger down and then scroll with the middle finger? I want to say if you do that.
I can, but it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't like using. I would prefer just keyboard. So, no Vim key bindings. But yeah,
there are Vim key bindings. Don't worry, you can install it.
You can.
IntelliJ does support. Yep, IntelliJ does support it. Yeah,
that's something I'm gonna be checking it out.
Yeah, that's actually then a nice thing for me for the next session to set up is that I'll get IntelliJ and also the other because they've got a whole bunch of different PyStorm, etc.
Yeah,
I'll try and get those set up.
And how does one compile this? If I
normally
without doing command line, is there like a way for me to?
I want to say hit F9.
F9.
Oh, controls. That was that run. That one, yeah, run. Oh, it's Alt Shift F10. What do I think F9? That might be like Eclipse or NetBeans.
Do I have to do some configurations on this thing?
Welcome to Java. Yes. Just go ahead and say run because normally even to run Java, you have to pass some parameters potentially to the JVM. Wow. So there you could do some interesting things where you inject like not just environment variables but some other values as well.
Okay. Okay, is this done? Can I? Oh, fish variables. Ooh, buddy. Why is this? Fish?
Why are you using fish?
Because fish is great. Okay, MV.
Wow.
Compile.
Yeah, but okay, you can do that, but it should be a button inside the.
Well, yeah, I can do like the build thing, right? Control F9. So it's building now. Is there like an output? Where can I see my output?
Yeah, so just for our 3 or 4 viewers, apologies for the yawning. I've not had a full night's sleep this entire week because of a child that doesn't want to sleep.
No. Okay, this apparently is okay. I see no errors, or I'm not sure where should I see them.
Click the event log there at bottom right, the little greenie, other right. No, this.
I am a Vim user. This is complicated for me. Build again? If I click the build button?
Okay.
See, it just goes build here, but there's no messages. Am I not doing build? Okay. And if I want to just do CDK, if I can do just CDK deploy, right? Oh, there's a build success in the terminal. Okay. Oh no, that's me.
There we go.
No, that's me running manually. Maven compile. But if I do CDK deploy, nothing will change in this case. It's just it will just.
Speaking of, let me learn from my mistakes and go CDK destroy before I leave another VPC running.
Let me actually try to change something here. What do I have here? Because here's how I did my VPC. So I love that it does the scope here. This is really cool. I can see what is this. That's fine. But you get this is how you just tack things on. You just do dot and something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Max AZs 3. Save. Now let's try CDK deploy. I'm not sure if I have to do Maven. I want to see if it will do actually Maven. Wow, this is a whole new world. Okay, then you have to do a Maven compile. Stop it. Got it. Thank you. Actually, let's try something.
It's interesting.
Does build work?
Huh.
Build completed successfully. That's fine. CDK.
That sounds good. Yo, sorry, I'm gonna have to get more coffee.
And AWS Explorer is part of the. Yeah, it's part of the. Nope, that doesn't change anything. In compile. But maybe Max says this doesn't change anything as well, so that's also a fair point. What else can we add? Is there something? Nothing. Not a lot of things. For the builder. Add gateways. That's fine. I mean, but nothing. Most likely, nothing has changed here, right? So most likely, it's just the same thing. So even if I do CDK deploy once again, even though I've compiled this thing, nothing has actually changed. So. And if I want to create an instance, let's spitball this. If I do it like this, copy, paste, and then EC2, I guess. No, not EC2, instance.
Instance.
Yes, that's an EC2 instance.
Oh wow.
So,
okay.
So instance, my instance equals instance dot builder. Create, then this my EC2, and then dot instance type, and this has to be we have to import more things because it's actually a different instance type. So it should be like EC2 dot instance. So okay, this is great for optimization, I guess, but it's not great for quality of life. So because I need to define because an instance type is actually a interface, and it's instance type, right? So I would have to go here and save and do instance type, right? Yeah. Dot.
Let me look here. Sorry.
Something.
Wait, let me put on the screen again. Yeah. This is definitely a lot different.
Instance type T3 micro.
This is very odd.
So this is how you would define it. I mean, it is very similar to like Python and JavaScript. To be honest, it's not as different. At least the syntax here, right? So then I would have to do in machine image, right? Machine image like that. But again, I need the machine image thing here. So Vim keys, machine image, right? Like that. So and then I guess it would be machine image. Would be new machine image. And what do I get here? No, I have to do like that. Dot latest Amazon Linux, like that, right? And then dot build. That's the only things that I need here. Does this look good?
That looks, yeah.
Okay.
Is you training the build ones? What's that called? There's a term for it. Yeah. It's something that came out.
Cannot find symbol latest Amazon Linux.
You need to put the curly braces around the new machine image.
Oh, do I?
Sorry, not around at the end. So it's constructor. So you calling the constructor. So after image and
Okay.
before the dot, just the curly brace or the open and close bracket. Okay, so just before latest, before the dot. So machine image is a constructor. So you have to give it the little, what do you call it, round things to make it understand that it's a constructor.
Like this?
Yeah,
Sorry.
put the two brackets now and then the full stop. Yeah. Close the bracket.
Aha, got it.
You're chaining it to the constructed object. Yeah.
But why so if I do it like that, right? And then but I don't have that thing here. See? The only time I get is if I do dot and then latest.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. You have to wrap the new in brackets as well. So okay, so do the following. Put bracket around that. Start the bracket there. Then put the other two back that you had after the machine image, and then close that first one. No, leave those.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to machine image. Yeah. Now put the brackets there to set constructor, and now you close it because now you've got the object, and now you're calling the method on the object. Because what you were doing previously without those brackets, you had the why does it like that?
Machine image is an abstract. It cannot be initialized. So.
Oh, then yeah, just remove the brackets and do the dots without the new.
Okay.
Remove the new needs to go because you're not using the constructor.
Okay.
Because wait, hold on. It's not a static class, it's an abstract class.
Will this work?
Yes, abstract can have static. Yes.
I can into Java.
Types and classes and abstracts. No, it's not bounce.
CDK deploy. Delploy, not Delploy. CDK deploy. Why can't I do this font as well? IntelliJ.
You can. You probably just need a special key.
Exactly. I know. I'm sure you can, but I just don't know. Right? IntelliJ, you suck because I don't know how to use you. Okay, it failed. Because most likely it failed because some VPC is required.
Which makes sense.
VPC, and then the VPC is my VPC. Is that how I call it? Yes. Maven compile. Let me see if this will do Maven compile. I doubt that it will.
I wouldn't say it should.
It should. Very good. Excellent. Hey, we added an instance.
Yay!
But again, to be honest, I don't need IntelliJ for this. The only thing that's beneficial here is that IntelliJ just does a lot of good syntax checking, while my Vim configuration does not. Right. So if I open it here, I still don't have what is it called? The syntax, not highlighting, but the IntelliSense. Yeah, I cannot do those things here, so it doesn't. It's not supported yet.
But you haven't.
I have not configured it. See, Java server crashed. The Java interpreter for this one doesn't work for some reason, and I installed it this morning when we said we were going to do Java, and I haven't configured it, so that's why it doesn't work. But it doesn't matter.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
This works, but as you can see, it's creating an EC2 instance right now. So hey, very good.
Finally.
Okay,
but that didn't take a lot of time.
So here's the thing, like I think the entire CDK part of it, right? So everything here, right? It's very simple. At least if you ever done VPC before, I think it's easy to jump between languages. So of course there are some differences here, like the builder part, which I first time hearing it, right? I really don't know what that is. You don't do like new and then VPC and then the properties. But here, like everything else is very straightforward. It's very similar to anything else, right? So I would say that it's relatively easy to jump into Java. I mean, I think the hardest part here, for at least me, was everything else around it, right? Maven and POM and all those weird little nitbits that Java does, right? So it's not that it's bad. It's just I'm bad.
Different.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
But I mean, if you go back to that builder, if I remember correctly, the reason you would use that is that because remember with Java multi-threaded, you're worrying about concurrency, and by
okay.
using this builder pattern, what you do is you create the object and then you immediately modify it all in one effectively transaction or one go. Where
Right.
if you did it saying new object, you've got the object then modify, 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 modify. There
Okay.
are thread safety concerns when you do things like that because something else
Okay.
might have a handle on the object. So this is a mechanism to get the object with everything set in one go without running into that problem. I
Here's
think.
another example. Here's another example how actually our documentation shows it. You can do it like this. Second instance. And then you can use something, yeah, you can do new and then instance props dot there we go. Not that, but not that. Don't type code that I don't want, please. Instance props dot builder, right? So this is an example that they use to like do something with something, right? Instance type, and then I don't know. I don't understand. This is an example how they can show. This is an example on our documentation how they create an S3 bucket. So instead of using a builder up front, they use the builder, the instance props or something props dot not underscore builder, but builder, right? This one. Yeah. So, and this is how they do something. Like I said, I don't really know. So dot instance, yeah, type, and then instance name, instance type. Yeah, you can do it, I guess in the same way, right? So instance type would be new instance type dot, actually not dot, but it's T3 micro. Like that? Yeah, that sounds good. And then machine image is the same thing. Machine image dot latest Amazon Linux. And then VPC is my VPC. And do I have to run the build? I have to run the build dot build. And then this, and then this. This should also work. Now, what is the difference between these two? I don't know. They look different, right? But
Yeah.
what is the exact difference between using a builder and this? Is it better? So I guess it just works.
Yeah.
And my light went out.
Oh, your
Okay.
light is dead. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But again, I guess we had some fun with Java. I've learned something today.
Yeah.
I've learned how to manage dependencies in Java. I learned what POM XML is. I learned that sometimes it's easier to do things in a proper IDE. Sometimes it's not. I learned that in general, the language and the way you construct things are relatively similar. As it should not be as complicated. Like I wouldn't say that if you know Java and want to do CDK, it should be super simple for somebody that ever did Java. You know, the biggest gripe for me with Java right now is everything else around it. So the thing you had to do with Maven and set all those things up can be a bit bothersome compared to doing it in TypeScript and just running npm install or Python just running pip. It's just simpler sometimes, and you really need to think about how much time and effort you are willing to invest in something like this, and thus pick a language. So yeah, but it was fun.
This makes me now be like, I need to go set up my IDE and dig into this again because this felt not fun. It's just like,
Oh well, that's fine anyway. I had fun.
Well, can you translate the comment because I can't?
You'll fall in love with the new Maven. You'll fall in love with Maven. with Maven. So Goran, try to type. You will fall in love with Maven, but he literally typed that, but his
Oh, okay.
keyboard was inserted. So
Okay, did the switch.
yeah, it happens to me a lot.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you, Goran. Thank you, everybody else who joined. Thank you, Cobus, for showing me Java. This is super fun for
I
me.
don't feel like I showed that much, but
Well, you didn't sell Java to me. That's one thing. Absolutely.
yeah, no, but I mean, I wasn't trying to.
But I think just at one point, if you would have it all properly set up, that would maybe be faster. Right? Cool. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Join us next Monday at the same time-ish. Yeah, same time. And we will be continuing probably our proper CDK adventure because we're going to be streaming on the official AWS channel. So should be very much more interesting. Okay.
And I will finish my office moving around of things because, as you can see, Mr. Sidekick is very grumpy because he's been shoved into a corner. You can see like another. It's on the ground. I think we just lost him. Where'd you go? Oh, wait. Where'd Darko go? Darko, close the screen. There we go.
Okay, thank you. My mouse has a back button, and I clicked it. And when you click back in a browser, you just go away. So yeah.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, we will get Mr. Sidekick a nice little spot in the corner.
Good.
Hey, cheater on Twitch. I have no idea this handles. Let me know who you are. Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Give me a hint who you are. Yeah. Cool.
Also, apparently someone told me that the Twitch is setting the title of the session to kicking off the test streaming, which is very weird because we do have a title set. Wait.
Maybe it's the default title of your thing. For me,
I will go figure.
For me, it says it's been streaming, so on my channel. So just open it.
I'll open up my Twitch and go figure out if I've got a default set or something like that.
Also, smash the like buttons and the follows and the subscribes and all the things, please. By the way, these videos are up on our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called not Cobus, not Darko. So if you want to see the recordings of these videos as well, they are up there. Cool.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. I'm going to be ending the Twitch stream right now, or the stream right now. So we will be seeing you all on Monday and wish you a lovely weekend.